What's going on? It's time to talk about a low budget, so bad it's good movie almost. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about a film called Wages of Sin. It was released by Into Deep Films October 8th, 2006. It was written by Christina Locker, Lana Riddle, and Adam G. Leslie. And it was written, produced, edited, and directed by Aaron Joseph Robinson. And this is the only film he has to his credit. He's produced something else, but who cares about that? So, Wages of Sin is a ghost story of. Well, first off, I should mention that this is one of those really low micro budget films that is. Well, I think it was shot on video, but it's a little more high quality than shot on video. So, it's just a micro budget, low budget film. Um, yeah, so it's about a group of friends who are one girl inherits a house. So they go up one summer and they go out, and of course it's in the woods, and they travel up there. Her and her like boyfriend, or guess, or the guy she's seeing, and then her friend and another guy, and yeah, so they travel up there and they hear these weird stories, like these like ghost stories and weird things people have. They hear from some like weird gas station attendant and some customer randomly leaning against the ice cream machine, and yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. And this film's so low budget, they probably would have got sued if any product placement was in there, so they had to turn everything backwards so you get to see all the nutrition facts and stuff. That was fun to see, all right in the shot. Anyways, that was just a fun little thing to point out that happened in this film. Uh, so they get to the house, and of course, things they start drinking and having fun, and some people think they hear stuff, and yeah, not much really happens until they pull out a Ouija board and try to communicate. And one of them becomes possessed, and then they learn of the spirit of a little girl and a preacher, and yeah, you can probably guess what happened to that. And basically, it's up to the group of friends trying to help out and rectify the situation. But the one guy who's possessed is possessed by the preacher who kills people and stuff. So yeah, overall, this film's atmosphere is actually pretty well done. It's pretty. It's a slow burn type film. It's not like super. It's definitely not scary or anything like that. Like you put this on for a 5-year-old and they can watch it. But yeah. Um, but the atmosphere is interesting. I like the atmosphere of it. What they had to work with, they did a good job. The acting for this type of film was actually pretty good. And I remember seeing this when it first came out. Like I rented this from like Blockbuster years ago, and yeah, watched it. And I still back then I thought it was an all right film. I still do. And yeah, so the acting's pretty good. The story is pretty basic and generic. It's like an episode of The Haunting. Yeah, but yeah, they definitely take their time getting to certain spots in the plot, and but it builds good atmosphere and stuff. I thought most of the characters are fleshed out and relatable, and yeah, the ghosts and stuff are cheesy and funny. Like you can tell it's not like super scary or anything like that, but they really dumb that down. That's a little disappointing. And some of the kill scenes are really funny to watch. Like this is almost as so bad it's good. But a lot of people will probably find this film drags quite a bit. Like I like the pacing of it because I like films like that, especially when it generates good atmosphere and stuff. But I think this one's a little bit underrated, and I think yeah, like there's not much to it. It's a pretty generic story, but overall, the way they put it together and stuff, it's just fun. And like if you like slow burn, like thrillers with like a little bit of horror atmosphere to it, this one might be one that you might want to check out. But if you're looking for like The Conjuring, this is definitely one you don't want to check out. So, yeah. Wages of Sin, I think, is a good slow burn. It's a good introductory film for people who don't really watch horror and stuff like that. This is one that you should probably throw on so the like you can see some people like more atmosphere than some people like more jump scares. Some people like dark, dark, scary crap, and then others like slasher thrillers. So not going to be for everyone, but this is one of those rare ones where I think it's just underrated and underappreciated, and I actually enjoyed it. So I'm not going to give this one a too high of a rating. I'm probably just going to go in the middle of the road and give it a 3 out of 5. It's fun. It's a good, like, little slow burn, basic story, but it's still just fun and amusing to watch, even with how cheesy some parts of it can be. So definitely check it out. There's a trail link down below. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below too, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future, all my story, and I usually put the film title and a hashtag in the film clip and the subgenre of film in there in case it's something you're not interested in and you're aware of it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and stay in the loop, and so you can see what's coming up next and stuff that I'll be talking about. Yeah, make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of it, and we could develop a cult following for this, I guess. Yeah, make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm going to talk about next, which is probably going to be a whole pile more B movies. Hopefully I can help you find something interesting and odd that you probably would never think of checking out. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. And comment your opinions of the Wages of Sin down below if you've seen it. Let me know what you thought. Are they similar to mine? Are they different? I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And if you have any films at all that you want to hear my opinions on, whether it's horror or anything, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. And so, yeah, with that, watch out for those ghost kids out in the forest. There's probably some preachers that were involved, but yeah, just keep a close eye on those, and I guess I'll see you in the next review. So till then, yeah, check out Wages of Sin. It's pretty good. So cheers.